for some people to get in here. Other eels gotta learn. He's always hiding cowardly. Love my fire trip. My fire eels. They might be going to the 90 gallon. So they can grow. These are my two OGs, that's why they're up here greeting me when I come to the tank front. Most of the time they'll follow my finger too. Yo-yo loach over here playing dead. Hate it when they do that. They sleep, it's weird. He's literally just over there ass out. Okay. I woke his ass up. He's like, what's going on? They just sleep weird. These guys just want attention. What's up? What's up? Guys missed it. I just woke the yo-yo loach up. He was sleeping like propped up, curled on the back of the tank in the bottom. That was the first time I've ever seen him sleep like that. That was really weird. Just waiting for some people to get in here. Here we go. And we'll show the new tank that I just went and picked up. It's definitely a really nice tank. In the meantime, we can look at some fire eels. There's 3 of them in here. The other guy, he hides somewhere up under here. It's hard to find. Sometimes you'll see him poking his head out. That's not him. Alright, we got 9 in here. Wait for a couple more and then we'll go ahead and expose this new tank. I'll explain the new tank. Nobody's going to believe me. The new tank, I messaged the guy on Facebook and I was like, you know, what's the deal on this tank? Because he said he was just getting rid of his aquarium stuff. He's out of the fish game. So I was like, alright, what does this guy got? And I look on there and he's got a tank size I'm interested in. Just waiting for a couple more people and I'll show it. So I was like, he's got one of the tanks I want. I lost some, that's alright. I'll go for it in a minute anyways. So you guys that are hanging on, I'm going to do it in a minute. Let me tell the story and then I'll show it. So I was like, what do you want for it? He goes, $10. You know, and I'm thinking a zero's missing. I'm like, 10. And he's like, yeah. So I was like, alright. So I go and I meet up with the guy and there it is, $10. So another tank. I'll show you the other tank that I got from him. Got 2 tanks from this guy. This is the other tank I got. It's just a 10 gallon, another 10 gallon. Not really too favored of the bottom in it, but I got these heaters. I don't know if you guys, have ever heard of this brand or not. I sure as heck haven't. Flip it around here. Ehem or Ehem, I don't know how to say it, but this is a 50 watt. I got this with it. It's for max 60 1/16 gallons. So I mean, that's what it claims, this 50 watt. I mean, it is a really big probe. This is normally like what 100 plus watt one would be size wise. So that's really weird. That's a 10 gallon tank, and as you see, it's on the bottom, so that's pretty big. But I'm gonna run these and see. But I looked it up, and that's a $30 heater, and normally $1 a gallon for the 10 gallons. So you know, it's a $10 tank, so we're talking $40 right here. And then you want to add a $5 bag of rocks, you know, or 45. All right, guys. So this is the tank that I got though, right here. I'm gonna show it to you. All right, this one right here. This is a 90 gallon tank. This is the tank he told me $10 on. And I'm just like, is it beat up? Is the top cracked on it or something? Is the center divider gone? And this kind of looks like a DIY job, but I don't know. I don't know, do tank manufacturers do this? Because I mean, I'll show you guys the caulk job that's on this. It's right here. It's pretty overkill. So I got to go through and clean all this up, and I might just redo most of it. I don't know how well this is in here because I noticed that this back piece right here was loose. So I don't know, I got to go back over it and reseal some of it. But this is an in-tank filter system. So basically how this works, from what I understand, I've never ran this, so correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, is this, the water comes and flows over right here, goes down through, you put your sponges over here, it goes down to the bottom, and then comes back up, and this is where you put your bio rocks, whatever, in here. Heater's supposed to, it was just placed in there, the heater goes in here, like this, okay. Heater goes in here though, on this side, and then it'll probably go in the middle like this in this one, because of the way he's got it set up. But then you have a pump, some pump in the bottom that pumps your water up and out the tank. So yeah, look at that. That's a lot of caulk, and it's like all over the place. There's like spots here, here, you know, I mean, this is gonna have filter media in it, so I mean, it really doesn't technically matter too much, but I don't know, I don't want to look at it like that. And then there's like some here, and there's nothing even over here. So, but it appears that this tank was like built basically like this, and it's all brand new. Like this doesn't have like any sludge or residues or, I mean, the tank might smell a little fishy, but not really. I mean, it's really freaking clean. So, but I got this 90-gallon tank, and this is the thick glass, guys. Hang on. Look at this. I couldn't believe this. Alright, I'm going to go show you my other 90-gallon tank's glass thickness, alright? So that's, what does that read out to? Let's see here. That's 3/8 thick glass on this tank. Let me focus. Focus. So, why does it look like a quart? Oh no, I'm sorry. Wait. Yeah, there we go. 3/8 thickness. Almost. Yep. Wait. There. There we go. 3/8 thickness. Keep moving. Trying to hold the camera in this. So this glass thickness is 3/8 of an inch. All right. For this 90-gallon. This is what I mean by this is a really good 90-gallon, you guys. Let's check this out. Let's put a look at the other 90-gallon and measure the glass on it. Alright. So here's my other 90-gallon right here. I was hoping it matched this one. It really, really was, but it didn't, so it's fine. But let's measure the thickness on this one. This has black caulk on it, so bear with me here. Alright. It's a little under 1/4 of an inch. So that glass out there is literally double the thickness of this 90-gallon. And 90-gallon tanks aren't cheap, especially this is what you normally get right here, glass thickness wise, which is perfectly fine, but this tank's like damn near bulletproof glass. It's the same thickness as the 135, pretty sure. No, that's a little over 3/8 on that one. All these guys come to say hi. And tears in the house. She's so pretty. Those are Jack Dempsey too. Yeah, those ain't supposed to even go together. How about that? Look at them. Right next to each other. If anybody knows what kind of jewel that is, drop in the comments down below. You know what kind of jewel fish this is. Focus on them. There we go. Really pretty jewel though. But yeah, here's the tank. 90-gallon tank with an internal, and I think it looks like 6-7 inches maybe wide. Filters. It's 5 inches. So I'm losing 5 inches off of 90-gallon tank. So it might knock down 10 gallons if that. That's about 10 gallons, maybe 12 for out there, so that ain't bad. But I also got this heater right here. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but this is like, shoot, easily 24 inches of a heater. Oops. Oh, that was plastic. But yeah, this is the same brand like I showed you guys over there, the other one. And this says that the max is, I don't know what that means, max 1,000. And it says 1 out of 264 gallons. So does that mean that it's 1 to 264 gallons? Or max 1,000? Like, there's no way this is going to do 1,000. That's the model number on it if anybody wants to look it up. But I'll give this brand a go. They're not cheap. And then you've got your setting right up here. You just twist this dial. And indicators over here tells you where you're at. So let's see. Keep mine at about 78. So I mean, it's pretty simple design. We'll see how good of a quality it is. I mean, this is pretty big. See, I'll measure it up. That's 2 foot right there. I can tell you that just by laying it across the tank. So the actual glass tube on this is 18 inches. So it's 20 inches the whole thing overall. Oops. There we go. 20 inches overall. Pretty big heater. But let's see, it's about what, an inch wide too. Pretty big. Thought about throwing it in there because I mean that's a 200 watt heater in there, and it, this thing makes that look like just a puny little blah. Yeah, what do you guys think about this job right here? It's rough. Craftsmanship on everything else seems pretty solid. I kind of poked around. I mean, it's a little crooked, but I think this side measured out to, yeah, well, alright, that's touching glass, guys. So, not at 5 inches exactly, as on this side. About a 1/4 inch difference. Pretty gnarly. But yeah, I can't wait to try this out. I mean, at worst, it's not going to work, and I'll just scrape all the silicone off the glass. I gotta do that anyways to clean this up, because I can't look at that. I definitely can't look at this. This is just, I mean, you can see some spots where, you know, you can use a little improvement here at the top. But I mean, $10 for a 90-gallon tank with 3/8 thick glass is insane and unheard of by far. I'm super excited about this. And then check this out. I got this busted 20 gallon here, 20 long. I'm going to use this to make lids for this. So that's going to be perfect. And I measured the lid openings like on this tank here. And it's a little bit deeper of a tank, of course. This is, I think, 19 inches this tank is. If I'm not mistaken. 18 inches deep. So this tank is 18 and a half. So it's a ½ inch deeper. It's not much. So the opening on this is roughly 5 inches, 5-inch piece of glass. So, and then the back is, I'll just add a ½ inch onto it. The back's about 9, so 9 1/4. So I'll do what, 9 3/4. So, I mean, if you measure this glass up, it'll definitely work. The overall glass height is a foot. Yep, sorry guys, 1 foot. So I mean, I use a piece of this and I just cut a sliver off, and then I should be able to cut the bottom in half, no problem, to get the lid. So there's the bottom cut in half, and then I gotta cut it down. And I just get some of those hinges and some stick-on handles, and I mean, utilize your stuff, because the thickness of the glass on this tank right here, I'm not going to measure it, I'm just going to show you the thickness of it so you get an idea. Is about the same as the thickness of these lids on the 135, maybe just a smidge thicker. It's about the same. So I mean, here we have it right here, and I mean, look at this, these are all chipped up and stuff, you know, pre-owned. And have I ever showed you guys this? Check this out. You see how there's a gap right here? You see how there's a gap right here? Well, that's supposed to be, oops, that's supposed to be pushed in all the way to there, for one. And then this spot right here is supposed to touch on both sides right here. So, let me show you guys this now. Alright. Let me show you this. Where's my tape measure at? I just had it. Here it is. Let me, this is the no-no right here. This is dangerous waiting to happen. Let me put that back in the middle here. I can't wait to try that heater out though. That's a huge heater. It's one of the biggest ones I've seen by far. Hopefully they're good. If they're good, I'll give, you know, I'll do a little session on them or whatever. But alright, here's the deal. This is how wide this tank is. Alright. 1/16 under, or is that 2/16 under 18 and a half, okay? 2/16 under 18 and a half. So let's go to the other side. Same thing. All the way over. This side's 1/16, so that gives us a 16th tolerance. It's 1/16. Okay? So check this. You ready for this one? So that means that this middle right here, guys. Yeah, the light's gonna mess with me here. Under the light. Make sure I'm touching the back of the tank lip. I am. I'm on it. Tape straight. Alright, you guys ready for this? So remember where we were at, right? Oh my god, Oscar literally just jumped up, and that was them nailing the glass. I didn't touch the glass, I didn't touch the tank at all. So if you guys heard that, that was him literally bouncing his face off the damn glass. Why would you do that, sir? That's not cool. I'm gonna do it again, but 18 3/4. That's not the. That's close to the center of the tank. Hang on, might be able to get it to go up a 1/16 of an inch more. This is pretty big. Like, this is a scary tank. No, I'm still reading. Same. 18 3/4. Basically, wait, that's straight right there. So 18 3/4. Now let's measure the end. That's the center of the tank. Look, center of the tank. All right. So now let me get the tape out. Hold on. The camera keeps rotating. That's why I keep flipping my phone around. All right. 18 3/4. So that's basically almost a 1/2 inch bow in the center of this tank. $18 3/8. Get better control on that. There we go. 18 3/8. So the tank's literally bowed out to the 3/4 mark. That's insane. That's I don't really care for it. I mean, you can see it looking down. Look at everything lines up in the corner minus that chip, of course. But everything lines up as it should over here, and then you just work your way up. And you just watch that gap grow. Then it hits its biggest point in the middle, and then it goes back down here, and then it shrinks back down to by the corner, back to normal. But this tank's going. So. This is the 135. This is getting replaced by something else that's going to be in another video hopefully this week. So if you haven't already and you like big fish tanks, and watching tanks being set up and fish being taken care of and fed and all that fun stuff, give a subscribe, throw a thumbs up, show some support, because that's what I'm going to be doing mixed in with all my other content. There's a lot of fish activity. I'm actually taking a real enjoyment to this hobby. I have 24 tanks set up, I think, right now. Well, not set up, but I have total of, well, set up I have 22. I know that for a fact. So this would be 23, and then you got over here the other new one, 24. So, and then I got surprise possible, 2 more tanks coming, guys. And all I can say is big water. That's all I can say about it. So you guys have to stay tuned for that. Or subscribe with the bell. But yep, this 90 gallon right here, that's a nice tank. Really clean tank. Just gotta clean it up. The glass don't look a scratch, chip, nothing. I did notice one chip. It's right here, and I mean that's just the edge. You can literally fill that with epoxy resin or something, and fix that up, no problem. I checked all the other sides. I didn't see any other chips. So really clean, thick glass, 3/8 inch thick. It's crazy. But yeah, I just gotta clean this caulk up that's in here and get that all figured out. And I've never built one of these before, the internal filters. But there's a couple videos. Drop a name, King of DIY. He's another good channel to go check out. I watch a lot of his videos. And he's got this on here, something close to what this is. So, from what I understand, you just put a sump down here in the bottom. And you put your medias and stuff in here. Your rocks and whatever. Heater goes in here by your sump pump. And then you put your sponges over here. That's my understanding of the deal on that. And then your pump blows out here, and your overflow goes in, and it sucks it up and spits it out. I mean, it overflows right here. I didn't do any of this. This is how it came. I mean, this stuff isn't cheap either. So, I feel it was a big win for 10 bucks. Can't beat that. Don't know what I'm going to put in here yet. I got an assortment of fish. I kind of do want to do an Oscar tank at some point to where they're not in here with a whole bunch of other fish. Because 2 of my Oscars did lay babies, but all the other fish, of course, came in and started eating them. So that's how I have the videos of the Oscar eggs and stuff like that that ended up in the tumbler, and the tumbler wasn't going so good with them, and Didn't seem like you were really supposed to tumble Oscar eggs, so I might have scrambled them. I don't know, guys. I'm learning as I go along here, and I'm just going to pass on my experiences with what I learned with you guys. And we all learn together somewhat. Bicher's really been liking this tank though a lot. He likes having tank companions. The other two are somewhere in here. I don't know where them guys are at. Yeah, I can't wait to show you hopefully what I should be getting. 2 more tanks here in the next 4 days possibly. I really do like the Jack Terrors. I wouldn't mind having some of the separation of the fish I'm supposed to, because that Jack Terror is not supposed to be in there with these guys, because it's in the name, you know. Probably not Jack Terror, Green Terror. It's got such pretty colors. Keeps chasing these guys around. And he took over the tank, I know. Dempsey is the one that's supposed to be the enemy with him. He didn't even flinch at him. It's crazy. It's crazy. Alright, I guess let's feed these hungry Oscars here. Open up the hatch. They're already jumping at the glass. See, look at them. Yeah, there's nothing even there yet, dude. Chill out. You act like you haven't eaten in days or something crazy. I'm gonna get the tripod set up for you guys. Okay. Free up my hands. You guys get a nice smooth experience. There we go. And go down with it so you can get an upward look view. More of an up look. Right there should be good. There you go, so you can see them at the top too. And then we'll go back a little bit. About right there is where you guys should be at. Perfect. As you can see the filter, and that's pretty far over. And if I go a little further back, there we go. Now you guys aren't going to miss anything, for sure. Tank edge there. Alright, so first I'll start off with some of the jumbo large food here. Got a good deal, discounted. Can't beat that. I'll start off with some of these. Oh, they popped the food back out. It's right here. It's all wet. It does happen sometimes. I guess that Jack Dempsey actually ate that. That's pretty big piece of food. Break them in half. They seem to do better if I break them in half. Big Oscars, of course, can do it, but all the other guys trying to get their pieces, you know, they can't really keep up with the process. A couple in there for the big guys. Just right here, man. You're gonna bite my finger. Eat the piece of food. Yep, you took it. You messed up. You messed up. So we'll do a bit more of those. Catfish is out down there. Tiger eel's still real shy in this thing, so I gotta see if tiger eels and fire eels can go together, because if the tire track eel can go, that would be great. That would be the most amazing thing ever. That tire track can go in there. And you eat that big piece of food, bro. Fire eels and the tire track eels would be nice to go together. The tire track eel is way bigger. Alright, there we go. Big guys are kind of slowing down a little bit. Gives everybody else a little bit of chance. I do need to unplug the wave maker. I keep making that mistake. This 90-gallon waves like how much weight? Wave maker is one. That's when I put the thumb up and out. Alright, then next what I give them is, I just gave them the jumbo min, or whatever it's called. I can't see it because it's super sticking over it. I can't do that shit. Yeah, jumbo min. Large floating sticks. So next we're gonna go with shrimp wafers. Of course, the Tetra shrimp wafers. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Appreciate it. These I try to get them in there because they're crazy over these dang things too. I do the same thing. I break each one in half. That way, I try to load it in there as fast as I can. Normally, I'll break some open in my hand and sprinkle a whole handful. That way, they go to the bottom and all the fish got a chance to get them. So I'll do like 5 of them at first and see how they react to it with what I just fed them. And then 2 of the bichers are over here. We're missing one. And the dinosaur bichers. Where is he? Alright. 2. Where is he? Hopefully he didn't die. If he did, they ate his ass already. He was gone. He died. The bicher, do you guys see that? The bicher the big bicher just attacked the freaking catfish because the catfish is all up in his shit. It's not good. I'm only seeing 2 of my bichers. The smaller ones. There is 3 in here indeed. Not hanging out nowhere up top. Not coming out for food. Kind of concerning. Not really much places to hide it. Where's his buddy there? Somebody can eat him for real? Well, that's definitely something, you guys. How am I missing one? You're aquarium people, you know when something disappears in a tank, it's gone. There's literally only 2 of them in here anymore. He would have came out already for food or something. There's not like even a piece of him stuck to the back of the tank, nothing. He's literally not in here anymore. What the shit? This guy looks really fat. He probably had a lot to do with it. Jack Dempsey looks pretty, I don't know, they all look kind of fat. That's insane. I gotta get those out of there then. If a bicher's getting eaten by something. There's no freaking way, dude. Stop. It's literally not in there. Yeah. 1, 2. I'm literally missing a bicher, you guys. That's insane. There's nowhere in this tank to hide like that. Tire track eels down here, he can fit down there. There's a little eel there. There's one of the smaller ones right there. There's not all the ones over here. You go down. It's not under here. The other one's still over on the left. It's not in here that I can see. Here's the other one right here. And then he's not under here. He's not behind the pot. There's like literally nowhere to hide him. He would be out feeding right now. That's insane. I wonder who ate him. Well, that's definitely something. Alright, I gotta poke around in this tank. There's what? I mean, he was kind of small, I guess. He was a little smaller than this guy right here. So I mean, maybe I gotta get them out of here then. If they're getting eaten. I mean, his mouth won't open up, so you had to have had something to do with it. You're pretty fat. Who did it? Who did it? That's where we're at with it. Who did it? Who committed it? He's literally gone. Shut up. That's insane. Something didn't seem right when I was feeding. Hopefully the other one's right next. These guys are fed well, so that don't even make any sense. There's that deal over there messing around. Made himself a little spot up under there for sure. Still looking for that other bite you. Unbelievable. He's gonna attack somebody. There's not even a trace of that bite shirt. Completely gone. Somebody ate good. No, he's gone, guys. The other bite shirt is gone. There's not even... I just combed over the whole entire tank. There's not a speck of them. Not even the freaking slightest. This guy's got a rock stuck in the tree. Rocks. That's crazy. I don't know how big that bite shirt was, but there's a smaller one in there for sure. That's unreal. Hanging down. Yeah, that put a hold up on the feeding process. I've been feeding myself trying to find this dang fish. No, he would have came out by now, guys. 1,000. There's only 2 in here. One right there and one down there. Dang bites got eaten. That's crazy. He's not nowhere in this tank, you guys. You guys see up in here? Oops. He would have came out for that food. There ain't no way. He ain't dumb. He always came out for food. I was just feeding 3. Fire track eels hungry. Watch him, watch him. He's going to attack somebody. Another little cat there. Down there, you guys? I can't see over there. Aquarium's in the way. Let's stick my head up in there. He's in there. Dang. At least that's one of the ones I got for free at least. That's the one I paid for right here. I would have been upset. That's crazy. What's that? That's how they move their babies, you guys. They're over here now. How tiny they are. They're so small. Yeah, there's still like 20 of them at least there. Won't be long before those are gone though. Somebody's gonna eat them for sure. I don't have another basket. Huh? No, those are all folded, I think. I know they're separated. The bottom one, dumped the top one, I guess. If the top folded, let's look and see if they're folded. Alright. Get back to the feed. I'm sorry, I'm still stuck on the fact that I got a biter going. One of the big biter, little biter. That stuff. This will feed this thing next. Lower you guys back down. There we go. I normally feed them about right here anyway, so I mean I can get you guys a little closer on that. I can't really do an up view, maybe. Maybe this is something. That's too low. That won't work. If I don't go so low. Get you guys a little bit low. Nice. I lied. That's where you guys are stuck at. It's a good view. And zoom in. There. I'm gonna feed them right there anyways, so. Oh, come out of hiding. So those are just some bigger pellets. Nothing too special. And these are just smaller pellets for the more tiny guys here. Even though they can eat bigger food than this, everybody still eats this stuff. They like it, so. And I got my cichlid gold. Throw some of those floating on the top for them. Everybody can eat these. They don't sink, they're not supposed to, at least they're supposed to float. Throw those on top of there and let them float around. Come back and they're gone. That means they ate good, right? Alright. And then of course, I'll just go tank by tank, Pleco wafer. That's what goes in this tank. Drop at least one in for the Pleco or two, because the fish will eat it sometimes, so it's kind of messed up. Where is the Pleco at? He is somewhere. I don't even see his butt. Not in his normal spot. There he is. He's over on this side of the tank right now. It's like down under this rock. You guys can't see him, but I'm going to drop a wafer. You guys see the wafer fall. It's about where he's at back there. See if they move. It's all kind of behind him. But there we go. He's got two Pleco wafers in there. The other fish are fed. There's food at the top. We're going to go up and eat. Keep spooking them. These guys spook really easy. I don't know why. Alright, well I got it low, let's move on to the next tank over here. So look at that yo-yo loach, you guys. This is what I was talking about earlier. Look at the yo-yo loach. He looks dead when he just cooked. Look at him. I don't know why they do this, but like it's the ultimate strategy. Like everybody thinks he's dead and they go over to try to eat him though. That's the problem. See, look, he's like propping himself up on the back glass, laying on the bottom. That's so goofy. Why you gotta do so silly, bro? Let's get a side view on him. I think he's dead all the time. I gotta tap the glass. He's nothing wrong with him. Not a dang thing. He's just silly. Alright, let's get you guys set back up and zoom back out. Fire eels are dancing, waiting for their food. They're like, what's going on, man? Where's our food at? I feed in this tank over on the right hand side and a little bit on the left hand side. I do that so it minimizes the trash inside, the waste inside of the tank and the food that possibly doesn't get eaten by them. So I always try to feed in the same spot on the tank. For those of you that haven't seen, I'll show you real quick. I'll show everybody in between. I got this 90-gallon. Like a cheeseburger wrapper. They started building an in-tank filter on it, and the glass is really thick on this one, 3/8. So glass center strap, looks like it's done right, it's sturdy. That's the tank I got. That's the new one that's going to be going up soon. I got to get this stuff to complete this, of course, first. And so let's get back to this tank. So today we're going to feed them. Start by feeding the bigger fish first. I've learned to do this. That way they kind of shy away a little more when the other, when I'm trying to feed the eels, the bloodworms and stuff like that. So I'll slowly drop some food in this first. All the bigger fish eat this stuff. Some red dobbies in here, some fire eels, yo-yo loaches, red tail loaches you guys see swimming around down there at the bottom. There's some red tail loaches. There's the catfish down there swimming around. I forget what kind of catfish he is. spotted pictus, I think. There we go, drop all that in there. These guys are still chowing it up, so I'll keep popping pellets in there basically until they kind of chill out a little bit. And the eel's patiently waiting. The newer eel that I put in there that I got from that one guy, when I got the, what was it, 16 fish or 11 fish or something like that. That's when I got the angelfish and everything. And if you guys are returning viewers, that sick angelfish did pass away. And I had a Pleco, one of the giant Plecos, pass away yesterday. It's kind of weird. Angelfish died like 2 days ago, and the Pleco died yesterday. So I don't know what happened to him. I think he was in, that was the one that was in the convict tank, so maybe the convicts just weren't happy with him in there and attacked him while he was sleeping. I don't know what happened. All I know is one eyeball was eaten by the time I found him, and he was stiff as a brick. I've just seen him moving. I had him on video a couple days ago with you guys, so I don't know. There we go. Some guys fed up now. Bloodworms. That's what we're feeding them. I hope here bloodworms. Smells so nasty. I love it. Break off a huge chunk. It's not that huge. It's a pretty big chunk that was broke off. There we go. That's more reasonable to start with. So I'll start with a square like this. Stick it in there and try to isolate it to where just the eels can start pecking at it. Move them over for you guys. There we go. And then we'll see if I can give you guys some more light here. I've been hand feeding these guys since they were really little. I mean, they still are kind of little. They're about 5 inches, 6 inches though. They're not too small. They're growing. I'm trying to feed them a bunch so they will grow. See, I hold it like this though, so all the other fish can't come up and bump them out of their spot. Normally when this starts going down, the other fire eel will kind of show himself. Get out of there. My eels know that I defend them. Yeah, I'll let these guys chow down on this thing for a while, and then normally I'll start taking my finger and kind of rubbing the back while they're eating, loosen some of it up for them, and knock some others into the tank as well. And it kind of starts shredding in the tank, and then the other guys are happy because there's food falling for them to eat. So I'll back up so we can see everybody again. There we go, that's perfect. That's perfect. You come up here. Didn't have my thumb out. I'm gonna hit them with my thumb when they come up like that. So these guys go, they're chowing. The other eels just came out down over there. He was down on the left. I seen him a second ago. Yo-yo loaches, active as all active can be. Yeah, you bit my finger. Get out of here. Alright, so let me find the other eel. He's coming, this guy's coming back, I guess. There he is down there. I see him. So what I gotta do now is gotta get the other eel, which is down here, not that guy that you see right now. Come out. Gotta try to bait him out. Put my hand all the way down in there. It's not the right one. So I don't want him to miss out because he is really shy for some reason. I try to make sure I push some food down there for him to eat. pop him a little chunk down there. Everybody's going to try to go down there and attack him, but what else do you do? Ship floats, so it's really hard to... It's right here. There he is. Just probably can barely see him down there. Now that I'm bringing them food over there, I'll grab a little bit bigger of a piece. I gotta make sure the other guy eats. He's still really shy for some reason on coming out. Ooh. We're getting food bag reflection. And probably the camera light reflection. Because they're down here snacking. There we go. Hopefully you guys can see all three heads down there. There you go. They're all eating now. And where the other guy's at? There he is. Hopefully that was the one that hasn't been eating much, so just took the rest of that. So, that's how I do my fire eels. Teach them to hand feed. Red tail's a good shot of the red tail. Red tail loach. So that's who's getting those, and then got some tongs I gotta grab, and I'll be putting a piece of that in for the tire track eel. Let me grab the tongs and let's put you guys back on the big tank, and then we'll start feeding the upper tanks after we feed the tire track eel, because I don't want to forget about him. So let's go back up. Try to get like a downward shot for him. Try to get you guys right up there on them. It's been coming out this side lately. Ooh. Trying to get the angle right. Come down a little bit. There we go, that'll work. As long as the big biter's tail don't mess up, so see if we can get him to come out. Alright, I got the tongs, so now I'm going to put a piece of bloodworm. Alright, so here's what we're doing. We got that on the tongs. It's not working so well. Yeah, see, that didn't work out so well. Oops. Tried to spin by accident with the tongs, trying to grab the food. Hopefully the tire track eel got some food down there. And he came out for a second. I don't know if you guys seen his head just poke out. Alright, again, I'm gonna have to do 2 hands on it, I guess. Put that stuff back in there. Alright, cool. Hold on. Try this again. I got another strategy here though. So I'm gonna go 2 hands. And where's my pointer finger at? Pointer finger's gone. Where is my point stick at? What the heck's going on here, guys? The finger's gone. Alright, I got a straw. So, let's try this again. Got a big chunk on there again. And I got a straw to keep idiots away. And I gotta go double-handed in there. Keep them all away. Go on. Go on. Go. Get. Go. I can't reach both hands down to keep them away. There we go. Now they'll stay away. So let's try to get him to come out. Green Terror's trying to sneak over there. Here he comes, guys. Got both arms down in this tank right now, trying to show you guys this tire track eel to keep everybody else away. There's a lot of food down here for him right now, so I'm gonna have to let everybody come through and clean up in a minute. Dempsey's trying to come over now. Alright, he's got a bunch of food over there, so I'm gonna move this and you guys can watch him come out and eat that food. I'm gonna let these other guys kind of chow on it a little bit. Fed them guys. Did he come out? Yeah, he's sneaking out. You can see his head. There he is. I had to keep these other guys away still so he can eat his food. He's just poking his head out, just chowing down over there. Got to keep my other biter away. He's trying to come over. Everybody's trying to sneak around on him over here. A little jewelfish picked up on the method of the tongs real quick. Just gotta make sure that tire track eel's eating, you guys. Scooch real easy. Trying to focus on everything but him. waiting for him to come out and get the stuff by the glass. You guys will really be able to see him. Maybe turn the light on. Does that help at all? Focus? Kind of. He's wanting to come out. Look at this guy sneaking around over here in the back. Spiders don't care about shit. He doesn't, it's not even phasing him. I'm waving this in his face, like rolling rocks overboard him. Alright, this isn't a free pass. Everybody back up. Those the tongs that just run the pink straw. You can see the pink straw. Alright. Well, I learned that I put too small of a biter in there. At least I know that. This guy over here that's lurking around is the next smaller one, so... Come on, tire track eel. You guys can see the tire track eel right there. He's right there. That's who we're waiting on to come out and eat some food because nobody ever gets to see him. Come on, go. Come on. Popping the fishes with straws here. You too, little jewel. Come on. There, he came out a little further now. Come on, dude. Back up. Come on. Tire track eel, guys, is what we're trying to accomplish a video of here. He is right there. That's him right there. Everybody keeps trying to come up on him though. Keep scaring him away. I'm gonna try to steal his food. I just gotta make sure he eats. I don't think he's gonna come back out. Just let everybody else over there. He ate some of it, I guess. If not, that's his own fault, I guess. What more can I do? Just figure his own shit out. So everybody's over there tearing it up. That's why I had to put the block on him. I mean, he's out with everybody down there chowing. That's kind of impressive. You see his head down there. He just watched all this shit get wiped out. Another note for you guys tuning in. Well, my small bichers got eaten in this tank. I have two bichers, two smaller bichers in here now. I have three. But the big guy, you see his tail in front of the screen. Fire track eels coming back up. Oh, look at them attacking everybody. And you guys get away from my honey hole. I'm about to attack the green terror. He's got glimpses in the way, you can't see him. There he is. Standing that ground. There's only a couple fish in here that I think can open their mouth literally big enough to eat that thing. Got the spiders, these are finished their asses. Jack Dempsey couldn't do it. Yeah, Jack Dempsey could. Maybe. And the Oscars. And the big bicher. But there's not even a fish bone, nothing in this tank. It comes over the whole tank. That's nuts. And I haven't seen anybody go after the bichers. Oh, that's the first time the green terror and the Jack Dempsey's actually got beat. I don't know if green terror really hasn't messed with them. Ooh, you guys see that? A tire track eel striking hard. Jack Dempsey's in the way. There we go. Yeah, somebody keeps getting in the way. There's no more food in that corner. I can't get to you guys from this angle. Oh, I don't see a tire track eel mess him up. He's big. Tire track eel retracted. Man, Jack Dempsey's being real territorial. That's hot. No, you know more food left. They ate it already. I don't know what they think they're finding. The biker is about to get attacked. Right there, I don't know if you guys seen that. Tire track eel said, "Peekaboo, motherfucker." Tire track eel is 10 inches. You guys are only seeing like an inch of them sticking out. He's pulled up under there. I guess they still are finding food down the rocks. Right there, bicher, that's a big bicher tail, guys. It's a 14 and a half inch bicher tail that you see at the bottom. Surprised he ain't looking at. That tail's easily an inch and a half. Let's see. That's right here. That's what this spins down. That tail's 2 inches. His body girth is like 2.5 inches round. That's tall wise, round wise. I don't know how to do the math on that. If that puncher's gonna mess you up. You're getting pissed. Then you're gonna get that tail. Took a damn iguana tail. Ah, tire track eel. Dempsey's about to get nipped. 3, 2, 1. I don't know. Why ain't he attacking the Jack Dempsey like he does everybody else? I wonder if that's part of why he hides down there, is because maybe the Jack Dempsey got his ass already. Yeah, he's not messing with that Jack Dempsey. That's interesting. Sorry guys, I'm not trying to get fixed on one spot, but this is why I kidded in this corner and I found out that I'm missing a bicher. So somebody ate the bicher. That's pretty interesting. Not even bone, nothing left. Try to go about to mess him up. Oh! Oh! Tire track eel about to get him. That's what I'm sitting here watching, guys. That's what I got you guys watching. Is the tire track eel trying to mess everybody up. He's big. He's 10 inches. Green Terror about to get it. Green Terror about to get it. Somebody. Oh. Oh. Bro. Oh man. Green Terror, he better. He took off. Dang, man. Tire track eel goes after the bicher like crazy. You can't eat him. You might. I wonder if you can kill him. See, he has not attacked that Jack Dempsey yet. That's really weird. He attacked the spotted VJ fenestratus, and the spotted VJ fenestratus is way bigger. I mean, not overall. I want to zoom in, but I want you guys to see these attacks. There you go. Dang. Bing, bop, bang, boom. And of course, the bicher got to move and adjust, and I don't even want to mess with him. Like a damn dragon tail. You guys can still see his hole, I think. Nope. See if I can go a little higher. There we go. That probably will do something. Try to readjust here. Actually a good shot. Comes out like right at the tip, like right there is where he comes out at. The only thing that sucks about being zoomed in, you can't see the intruder fish coming. Let's wait for spotted VJ fenestratus. Are we tucking at his hole? That's stupid. Jack Dempsey went after your ass. You can do better. Now the weird catfish just went up to the top. It wasn't for air, there's plenty of bubbles in the tank. Thought I seen the tip of his nose sticking out. Tire track eel guy we'll wait for. He gave up for a minute, so I think. Might just continue on feeding tanks and kind of keep an eye over here from the top back out. Those of you that were just in here have seen. You definitely messed that jewel up though. Alright, let's go feed the baby African cichlid tank. And for those of you that are new in here, this is the 90 gallon that I just got. That's the tank in the aquarium. It's a 3/8 thick glass, real hefty tank. And it has a overflow style filter built into it when I got it. So I guess all I gotta do is get some pumps for the holes over on the right hand side there, or the top of the screen, whatever you want to call it, and that'll fix that problem. And then let me get you guys set up over here at the average tank. Baby Africans. All the way up. Alright. There they are. Let's feed these guys. Look how big they're getting. Getting pretty big. Got a blue Johanny, and then that's a Demency right there, the striped one. And then these are, all these other guys are zebra, red zebra cichlids or whatever. I'm gonna put my bloodworms back in the freezer for them to foam bad and stinking. Alright, so these guys, I've been showing you guys tank by tank what we're feeding here. There's some Plecos in there, so I'm going to throw a Pleco wafer. How many Plecos were in this tank actually? 1, 2, 3, I think there's 4 Plecos in that tank, so I'll throw 2 wafers in there. Or, yeah, because I want them to grow, so they'll eat it. I'll throw 2 wafers in there, broke up in 4s. Or whatever they break in. Most of the time they'll break in pretty good pieces. I'll drop those down for them guys. I always try to feed in the front of the tank so you guys can see. Oh, I dropped a big chunk. Somebody's going to be excited. Okay, so there's that. Those guys always try to eat it. It's normal. Alright, so there's the Plecos in there covered. So let's move on now and let's cover the other guys. That would be these smaller pellets that I have. I'll just sit here and sprinkle a little at a time on. They're chicken shit, so probably have to move. So we'll go up there and get it. Zoom, zoom. Parrot cichlids in the tank next to them. They can't see through the tank, but they are looking. They're like, "What you doing, man?" 2 of them, 2 of the 3. I had 4. 1 died, and I think that was because I didn't know they weren't African. They're Central American, so they aren't African. And I had them in the African cichlid tank in the bottom. And that was a no-no. I don't know if that's how he died, but when I found him, he was half eaten and didn't look too well, and was dead. So, watch these guys eat for a minute longer. A lot of their food's floating at the top still. So I don't want to put too much in there. They're trying to eat the Pleco wafers. A bunch of dum-dums. I don't know where my finger's at. My pointer finger, guys. Oh wait, I think I found it. No, I did not. So if I can find my pointer finger, that'd be awesome. So just try to get the food to fall with the stick here. Try to back off. There we go. That's better. These guys are awesome. Alright, so we'll go over a tank. Tank number 4. And these are the newer edition. These are the parrot cichlids. Oh, why is that bulb light on back there? Well, You guys will have to deal with the little white glowy dot. That kind of sucks, but here's what it is. Let's see here. These guys aren't as sketchy. They'll come up and stuff, and that's why I try to get them to follow my fingers along the tank and stuff. Dude, they all fell already. Guys. Alright, you guys want a top feed? Oh man, the Oscar can see that food following you guys in the next tank. Gotta put a divider over there. That Oscar was just eating there you go. Oh man. Hi Kong MGR. Yeah dude, what do you think of that? There are only 2 guys watching. I think that's great. I think that 2 guys watching equals watch time. And that's the goal, is to get watch time and to entertain you guys. So 2 people are watching, that means they're entertained. But thanks for the comment, appreciate it. Alright, so these guys are somewhat fed. I'm going to put a little bit bigger pieces of food in there. They're a little bit bigger, so. And he says, oh, 2 people watching. Well, I had 13,000 watching the other day, so it is early in the morning and this live can be gone back over and watched. Alright, let's move on to the next tank. Tank number 5. This tank, I forgot to put Pleco wafers in the other tank. You guys know I put Pleco wafers in there, so. Alright, let's feed these guys now, since Oscar was like tripping. He was trying to eat the tank next to him. Oscar's getting big, you guys. Excited. He's probably going to try eating this Pleco wafer when I put it in there. There's 1 Pleco in that tank, so I'm only going to put 1 Pleco wafer broke up in there. And Oscar's going to eat the biggest piece, of course. That's got to feel good going down. Ouch. These are rough. Yeah, look at them. That wasn't a good idea. It wasn't a good idea. Why did I do that? Yeah, that's putting the hurting on them. Alright, let me go back. We'll come back and I'll let you know if I see him spit it out. He's probably trying to spit it out. That was too much. I'm going to put my Pleco wafers in here. These guys are also probably going to try to do the same crap and try to eat it. That's alright. There is 2 Plecos in this tank, so I'm going to put 2 wafers in here. Normally try to do a wafer of Plecos ratio for how much I put in. The only bad thing about the dang plants. There we go. And I knocked a whole bunch of food down. It's raining food. Alright, Oscar's still making faces over here from that giant chunk he just ate. Pleco's coming to find the wafers. That's always a good thing. Come back over the tanks to see what everybody's doing in the field here. Let's move on to tank number 6. This is the healing tank for the injured red zebra. Look at that tail fin. It's back. It's getting bigger, but he had just a nub there. And it's been a couple weeks and it's coming back, so a couple more weeks he'll fully have it back. He's about ready to go back into the gen population tank down there, the 40 gallon. So let's throw him some pellets. He's hungry. But that tail is definitely growing back. There was literally no tail fin at all. Don't worry about the next door tank mates. I gotta get some dividers for in between these tanks cut up. Lose track of focus on the main objectives. You are gonna end up exploding. That tail fin is getting to look nice. There's literally just a nub with like a shred coming off of it. If you look at the previous videos. Alright, so he's, or she, I think it's a girl. Let's move on to tank number 7. These guys, I forget what they are. And I keep forgetting to write it on the tank every time I look it up. Let's drop some food in there for them though. They're getting pretty big. That little guy eat that, or is he going to spit it back out? Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I guess he's going to digest it. Alright. Here we go for the bigger guys. I'll drop a little sprinkle in there for him, I guess, since he's a little baby. Can't handle the big dog food. Probably got a mouthful of the big dog food now and can't take that in. So they got themselves a little pile of food down there in the corner. You see them feeding on it. And now we got the angelfish. I've been feeding the angelfish the tetra cichlid flakes. That's what angelfish has been eating. Seems to really like them and enjoy them. So these guys are fed. And we still got some food down there at the bottom. And there is one Pleco in that tank, so we will drop one Pleco wafer in, and I'm going to drop a whole one for this guy. He's pretty decent size. I'm going to throw it over there by where he's at. You guys see him, the wafer's going to pass right by him right now. So he's got one sitting on his tail, actually. It's kind of funny. So that's for him. And then, I don't know why I keep sealing that bag up. Let's move on to tank. Let's go back to tank number 1 now, that we didn't visit yet. This is the albino tank. Albino bristlenose plecos. And we get black pellets. Start gathering up now. You guys will start seeing the bottom of the tank move. They're really hard to see. Once they get a little bigger, it'll be easier. You can see a couple of them moving around down there. There's one on the side glass over there. This one like directly in front of the camera. In the middle. There's a couple down there you guys can probably see. There you go, you can see that one, those couple right there at least. They're just really freaking hard to see, you guys, on camera, because they're so white. I'm hoping a couple of them stay like really, really white, honestly. Everybody was telling me these guys weren't going to make it. They're like, oh, normally when you get an offspring of a mixed batch, the albino ones don't make it. Well, I have probably 100 albinos, so we'll see how many make it. And the last batch that came out, same thing happened. Alright, let's zoom out and let's move to the next tank. Tank number 2. Tank 1 and 2 are Pleco tanks. And let's see here. Get you guys set up like so. Boom. I think that's probably the best view right there. And then let me grab some pellets. This tank's about to erupt. You guys are about to see mayhem in here. The bottom of the tank's about to be flooded. All start to come down now. They're coming. Sensing that food down there. see if the zoom will help on this one. A little bit. Yeah, they're still stuck on the back wall back there and on the rock. They're still realizing that the food's there. And there's so many in this tank that I will throw a wafer in there, or 2 wafers at least. That way they can slowly chow on the wafers as well. They can't eat at those as fast. So they last just a little bit longer. Here we go. Now look at all of them down there. Still growing. They're still all over the back of the tank wall and stuff. You guys just can't see them. That hoodie turn out fine after? That hoodie turn out fine after?
Oh,
Good. Alright. Now let's go to tank 8. Tank 8's the third Pleco holder tank over here on this wall. This has the last batch of babies in it. These were from the Super Red and the Blue Eyed Lemon. That's what all these ones are from. Let's grab some of the pellets, sprinkle them in here. There's a lot in here, so that's why I put so much in there, guys. It all gets eaten. When I vacuum these tanks, the only thing that comes out the bottom is poop. Promise you that much. Yeah, get it, guys. Give a little zoom, maybe it'll help. There, yeah, you can see them a little better now. It's real hard to see the smaller ones. And then we got one more Pleco tank out here to feed. Just give it a minute and let the bottom of this tank coat up with them a little bit. There's more starting to come over. I can see more like in person than you can see in camera. It kind of sucks, honestly. I know you guys can see them all moving around. And they're eating their wood too over here on this log. They love eating the wood. Yep, this batch was born on 120, or wait, I think I marked it on the tank actually. I thought I did. Yeah, no, that was 121 is when these guys were hatched. That's when they hatched, 121. Alright, let's go to these are all 10-gallon tanks, so let's go to the 29-gallon tank. And I'm going to throw a couple wafers on this one as well. There's so many in there. Throw at least one wafer in here, I guess. At least one. I'll break it up as much as I can. There we go. So now they got wafers and the little LG balls. They like all that, so that's good. I'm going to go back through and put a couple of these in. Alright, so, oh yeah, I was going to put algae wafer in there. Oh, I did, yeah. Alright, cool. And then we'll do an overview real quick. Just put some in there. I think she is attacking the Pleco that's in here. His tail fin looks kind of damaged up, so that's pretty messed up. It's her only tank companion. This guy's on his Pleco wafer. Pretty cool. Double tap. Close it, double tap. Put one in there already. Close it, double tap. Then Pleco in here is not. Pleco's in here. There's a couple of them on the green, around the green one hovering right there. Around the green wafer. And then there's some on the green wafer in this tank. Oh, look at that. It actually focused really good on them for you guys. Got all the albinos. They're about an inch. Those ones are. Oh, look at all these guys now. I told you guys they were gonna multiply in that tank bottom. Let's go to a tank that there's 3 times more than this one. That's what everybody's doing. Pleco didn't find his wafer. He's being weird back over here in the back, like a snail. So let me get you guys readjusted here. Lower you down. Start over here. See how empty the bottom is. Zoom in. Zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Alright. Let's put some algae balls in here. Watch this. You guys are about to see the bottom transform. Tank's crazy. Alright, give them a minute, let them find all these. Watch the bottom of the tank, you guys. This tank's about to explode. Still flocking. Look over here. I need to get that piece of airline tubing out of there. This is 29 gallons, so it's a pretty tall tank, so it kind of sucks to try to have to stick your arm like all the way down in there. And I got the fuses, I guess. Alright, let's finally remove this, you guys. There, that's all it took. That's all I had to do that whole time. And I finally did it. So many Plecos down here, it's ridiculous. If I get any closer than this, you guys, like I really want to get closer, but if I get any closer, they get spooked. So I want you guys to be able to get the best view you can on them. Can't even see them. There's albinos down there too. A whole bunch of albinos in this tank. It really blend. So many Plecos in here. I'd have to say easily there's probably 200 Plecos in this tank. I want to make a custom long tank that's like 82 to 84 inches to put all these guys in, and I want to make it a low boy, like 7.5, 8 inches tall. It would be perfect for the Plecos. Oh, there's some big albinos in the corner in the back. Coming up on the big bunch now. So many over here. I'll slow down a little bit. Some really pretty ones down there. A couple of them guys are pretty big already. There's 80s in here. Let me take you off tripod and I'll show you guys the tank that I was talking about in the video, the new aquarium. This is it. 90 gallon. It's probably knocked down to about 80 gallons with the in-tank filter. But still, that's 80 gallon tank for $10, you guys. That's insane. It's 3/8 thick glass. This glass is really thick. Really thick glass. It's a good tank. Super excited about it. Really thick. But this is the new aquarium that's being set up, and then if you guys subscribe, there's going to be another one coming soon within this week. There'll be a video, and within this week there should be a total of like 53, 54 new fish coming. So if you guys want to see the collection added to, gotta subscribe and click that bell. Bicher's gone. Lost the bicher. I don't see him anywhere in here. I fed the tank. He didn't come out. There's nowhere for him to hide. Checked all the hiding places. So the smaller of the two small bichers, or the smaller of the three small bichers that were in here is gone. So that's my original one right there. He's the biggest one out of the smaller ones. And then the other guy is up here. That was the second biggest. And then the smallest one is the one that's missing. And there's a couple of contenders being the Jack Dempsey, that big bicher. His mouth's too messed up to partake in anything, so it wasn't him. Spotted Vija Finistratus, the big guy over here. His mouth might be big enough to have eaten this smaller bicher. These Oscars, definitely big enough, and I mean, he's kind of a little fat right now, so he might have bicher inside of him. It's pretty messed up. You eat my bicher? Bastard. I don't know who did it, because he's pretty damn big now, too. He's getting really big, you guys. He's almost as big as this Oscar here. I see him grow, like, every week he's bigger. He's supposed to get 12 inches. That's how big he's supposed to get, so... And they get there, from what I understand, pretty quick. They get to 10. He's every bit of 7 to 8, probably 8. Pleco. My second biggest Pleco died yesterday. Don't know what it was up with him. He was stiff as a board. He looked clean, fresh, and he had an eye missing. So that's the one that was in the 90-gallon convict tank. For you just tuning in, this is what I was talking about in the description, a new aquarium. It's a 90-gallon 3/8 thick glass with built-in filter. That's a project somebody started. So I'm going to try finishing that. This will be my first go at this stuff too. I got a lot of caulk to clean up. It's pretty bad. Like, I've seen some caulk jobs before, but like, that's literally an inch and a half out from where it needs to be. So, not like making fun or anything of the person that did it, but it's pretty bad when that's what you have to look at from the outside. It shouldn't look like that. So I have to scrape most of that down and redo it. But yeah, any of you guys have set up like this in any of your tanks and a built-in filter? Drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of it, how you like it, because I'm going to try running it in this tank, and if all else fails, I mean, you just literally just cut all the silicone out, scrape the glass clean, and then the whole tank, you get the whole tank back. So, alright, so I fed this tank. We need to feed the angelfish. There's no more beds going into this tank, so I can actually wipe the chart off of here. Because the angelfish that was in here for you guys returning, that was sick, that had fin rot and some fungus growing on his side, he passed away the other day. So I've lost a couple of things lately. One being the most upsetting is that bicher, because that's like a crazy mystery. Like, who ate? It's like, who framed Roger Rabbit type deal, you know? So let me set you guys back up in the tripod for a minute. And let's feed the angelfish. The angelfish eats, I've been just feeding him, because I only have one of them, so dang, y'all dropped me down to one person. Thanks to that one person that's still in here. You're awesome. One solid view is better than a 0. Alright, there we go. Let me drop you down just a little bit. Water level's a little low. There you go. Now you'll be able to really see him eat. So I was trying to get you at the right angle. Go down a little lower. There we go. That's perfect. So I don't know what kind of angelfish this is. If you guys know what kind of angelfish this is, drop in the comment down below. I haven't looked it up. I'm not really a fan of angelfish. The last one that I had died, the big black one, was bigger than this guy. This guy's easily, I'd say about 5 inches. 5 inches or so. It's pretty big. So let's grab some flakes out and pop a couple of flakes in here for him. Seems to be have been eating them. So that's a good sign that he's eating, and somehow, I don't know how he didn't get the rot. I don't know how he didn't get any fungus on him. His fins are all nice and healthy. They say that some fish's immune systems are better than others, so they won't catch the contamination that might go on in the tank. I'm trying to stay away, but I'm trying to make sure you guys can see good. You guys are watching that. I'm going to plug the wave maker back in while you watch him eat for a second. I spooked him again. Sorry, guys. Trying to stand at a distance to see. Yeah, he's still eating. Cool. Happy you guys get to watch him eat. He's really shy. And don't know if it has a lot to do with the fact that this tank mate died. I can't put him with his other OG tank mates because that was the Green Terror and... Oh, dang, dude. My bad. See, try and stay away. I'll strip you guys away from him unless you want to watch the angelfish for another few minutes. But take you away from him and we'll go visit the Pictus catfishes as we pass by some tanks. Waiting for some money, you guys, and I need to buy another light for the lid for this tank. It's out. It's completely done. So that's why I haven't really been showing this tank. This is my first tank setup. And I do not clean this tank. I do not do water changes in this tank. I think it has the perfect fish to plant ratio in here. The plants all thrive and survive. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it type deal. But I'm going to start doing videos soon of the assassin snail feeding in this tank. There's probably 6 to 7 assassin snails in here. And if we go over here and go to tank number 1 and 2, there is tons of nice big snails in here for that tank. This is some breeding grounds for my snails, for the assassin snails, and haven't been feeding the assassin snails too much, so I have an overabundance of pest snails. But it's going to make for really good content for the assassin snails, and hopefully I get some really close-up shots of the barb going up in and extracting the actual snail. That would be really, really cool to show you guys. I do have it on video in one of my other videos. I don't know exactly which one it is, but yeah. Let's go look at these pictuses, guys. Pictus catfishes. They spook so easy. Try not to spook them, guys. Let's see if I can drop some tripod leg here for height one last time here without spooking them. They just spook so easy, and there's nowhere for them to hide right now because I don't have a true home for them to go to. I want to find somewhere nice to put them, but all my other tanks will just mess them up. So here they are on the dang kitchen counter where I don't want them. So who wants Pictus catfishes on their kitchen counter, right? Guess this guy does. Of course, we got this light on. There, how's that? Is that better, guys? They freaked out from it. Of course they did. Why would they not freak out from me turning the light off so you guys can see them? I really do like them. I like how long their whiskers or whatever you want to call them are. They're really cool. But I put in some shrimp wafers already for them. I mean, not shrimp wafers. These sinking wafers for bottom feeders is what I put in there for them. they're small and they can actually eat them. See if I can sneak 5 more of them in there to them. Feeding them these guys. Little tiny wafers. Let's see if I can get them in there without them freaking out. I gotta remove the lid like super slow. And sometimes just the food falling in, like they freak out. It landed on his head. He's got a freaking wafer on his head. I'm so happy you guys got to see that. That's freaking hilarious. Alright, see, they're going crazy. Let me back away. They spaz out real easy. Need to move this tank onto the tank wall shelf that's not being used right now. Get off my counter. And I really enjoy the Plecos on my nightstands, but it sucks not having a nightstand. But when I do have the nightstand top open, what do you guys think happens? Yep, you guessed it. It gets cluttered with a bunch of crap. Ends up with pocket stuff sitting on it and all that, so try not to play that game. Alright, I'm going to leave you guys on this tank for a minute. I'm going to walk away because they're like literally eyeballing me. So I think that's why you guys aren't getting to see any action of them eating. So let me try to back away for a minute and let you guys watch. See, they haven't even moved yet. Alright, so we'll just continue on feeding the other fish. You guys get the idea. They eat just like everybody else, but it is nuts how still they stay, isn't it? It's like you guys are looking at, if this wasn't here, oh, there's 0 people in here now. If that wasn't there, you guys wouldn't even know that it was live. Alright, we're going to feed our tanks. Here's the 2 of you that just popped in here. Here's the tank I was talking about. And the description, title, it's a 90 gallon and I paid $10 for it. And they started putting a built-in filter assembly in there. Did a really bad caulk job, but I'll clean all that up. Let's go feed these last tanks. Get out of your guys' hair here. That tank I fed it earlier, the shrimp tank. It's looking pretty good. It's doing good. The light went out for it, so I got to get another light. Hopefully the plants don't die because of that. This one's not looking so good right now, speaking of. And that's because the water level dropped and it's not even in the water anymore anywhere. Cool. Oh, it's not in the water. That's really weird. Gotta knock it down in there a little bit. Gotta put more water in there, guys. But all the baby shrimps are starting to grow. I'll do a whole like 5-10 minute video on that within the week. My room's kind of a mess right now. Sorry. Let's do a reverse. Uno reverse. Let's do the convict tank first. The Pleco that was in here, the giant one that I always show you guys every time I go live and feed my tanks, passed away yesterday. I don't know why he passed away. The water parameters seem to be fine in this tank. Everything's thriving, so I don't know if he was attacked by the convicts or what exactly happened. This poor man's fish right here could have been the culprit too. He is very, very mean, and he could have, the Pleco could have entered his territory or whatever you want to call it, and he might not have liked it, and that might be what happened there. So in this tank, I like to start off with the tiny, tiny pellets. That way the little fish have a chance to get a hold of something. And because what they'll do is the little fish will get a big pellet in their mouth, and then by the time I try to feed little pellets, they're still trying to munch on the big ones. So I'll dump a whole bunch of those in, let the little guys get their picks. And put a little more than that in there. Kind of gobbled that up pretty quick there. There we go. And that's what I do first, and I let these guys go at it. Let me turn the light off for you guys so you can see better in the tank. There you go, how's that? That's way better. Okay, let that flow around for a few. Everybody's eating, I'm watching everybody get pieces. All the little fish are getting pieces, all the big fish are getting pieces. So that's good. I'm visually seeing everybody's eating food. And then we'll go to the bigger pellets. I don't have to put nothing else in this tank anymore because I don't have a Pleco in here. So let's drop some big pellets in, a couple at a time, for the big dogs to eat. And then leave the big pellets. You guys are hungry, and then I'll do one more sprinkle of the big pellets. And then we'll just watch them eat for a minute, and we'll move on to the 54 corner, and I will get the food ready for the Plecos in the 10-gallon tank on the tanks on the nightstands. While you guys watch these guys finish up. Oh, I need 4 Pleco wafers. Just put them in there. Broken half. Okay. So those are ready for that tank. And let me pull you guys out of the tripod really fast and show you guys the babies before they're gone, because they are going to get eaten for sure. You guys really can't see them to begin with. It's nearly impossible to focus on them, they're so small. There you go. It's about the best I can get you guys on it. Well, there's at least 20 or 30 of them in there. They ain't gonna make it. They never do. They used to. They don't no more. So that's the problem solved with my multiplications. I just don't need that many of them. There's already like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9, I think, big convicts in there. 9 or 10 of them already, and then there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 10 little tiny ones, so I don't need no more in there than what's in here already. So them babies are definitely, hopefully, gonna get eaten. Not the ones you're looking at, but the fry. Alright, let's move on. Unless you guys want to watch this tank for a minute. I can do a little pan. Albino's doing albino-y things. The other albino's in the back down there. That was my wrist that popped and made the camera shake. That was something. Well, you guys can see the fries from here, I guess. See the little fry swimming around. Hopefully I get another albino. I try to, if I realize some of them are really light, I'll try to scoop them out and keep them and grow the albino. I got an albino in the one shrimp tank over there. Alright, let's move on to this tank. And I'll probably hit it from right here, maybe a little closer. Not too much, that way you guys get a wider view. Let me turn the light on. Let me shut this light off and close this lid. There's the pointer finger I was looking for. Alright, there you go. Now you guys can see that tank pretty good. And that works. That's doable. Okay. So this tank gets a couple Pleco wafers. And some shrimp wafers for the catfish that you guys see in the bottom right. So I'm going to get those together. And we'll put those in first and see how it goes. I normally do it after, but let's see how it goes when I do it first. See how everybody reacts. So let's try to drop the Pleco wafers down by the Pleco. Everybody's going to knock them around. I already know what's going to happen, because they always do. There they go. One landed way over there, and that one's got pushed over there too. Okay, so let's try dropping some of the shrimp wafers in now for the catfish, which is in the back. I'm gonna wait for him to come back up so he can see his wafers. I think I can actually do a drop back there. Let me try. Got 2, and the other fish are going after it. Idiots. So I'll wait to give the catfish some more. We'll feed these guys first, and these guys all get big pellets. The catfish is over there, so let me do this and drop a whole pile of them so the catfish knows that they're there for sure. And he disappeared. He went back to the back. It's not good. Right, them guys are trying to eat that. Let's drop some little pellets in. Try to get them to stop trying to eat those big wafers. Show them that there's other food. That Johanny has one. He's swimming around with it. And on the left side, cheese. cover up the glare spot for you guys. Guess it doesn't really change the lens quality. At least with the light on my phone like this, you guys can see in the rusties, you can see the blue tint, bluish purple tint they have. It's pretty freaking cool. Oh, Pleco just discovered his wafer. Bottom left corner of the screen. Keep feeding these guys this stuff, and then I'm gonna go grab the flakes and put some flakes up there for them to swim after, because there's enough food that's fallen already for them to eat off the bottom. So I got some floating flakes here. These ones. That's our cichlid flakes. Sprinkle that up top for them. See how it looks. Put a little bit more in there. There's quite a bit of fish and a bigger fish. Here we go. So they have those at the top now. We'll watch this tank for a minute. Let's see how it looks without the flashlight on. And you can still see their glow a little bit, I guess. They're messing with the Pleco's wafer. He's about to find it right now, I think. It's up against the front of the glass, kind of. To your left, bud. Oh, he's heating a shrimp wafer. Okay. That's what he's got, shrimp wafer. The fish is like, here, man, let me get that shrimp wafer. You take this. I'm gonna shoot him away from it a little bit. Catfish finding any of his food yet? Down there. Catfish find something finally. That goes back over there onto some wafer trails. You guys can kind of see the flakes they're pecking at the top floating. It's good they're actually eating them. Hopefully that big Johanny in the back gets pregnant. There's nothing in this tank has gotten pregnant. I don't know, that might be a female, because that's the only fish in there that's belly's a little bit low and keeps going to the back of the tank. Normally when they go to the back of the tank or go to a hiding spot, that's indication that they're got eggs in their mouth. And they'll come out and they'll peck at the ground and they'll peck at things here and there to try to intake a little bit of food for the fry they're going to raise in their mouth. And for themselves, of course. I doubt that that's a female. It might be. He's getting chased around the tank right now. Normally the females get chased by the males. So normally it's the opposite way around. Normally the males are the prettier ones and the females are the bland looking, you know, not beautiful, but you know, the uglier of the two, of the male and female. This guy's swimming around with a shrimp wafer in his mouth over here. Clown. Clowner. Glad to see the catfish out and getting action and finding stuff. That's good. He's looking pretty healthy still. He's pretty decent size. He's every bit of 8 to 10 inches. I'd say he's about 9, 10 inches. Pretty big catfish. Alright, I'm going to turn the light back on. Let's feed these last 2 tanks. And we have fed all 22 tanks. 23rd tank is in Addie's room, and that's her tank to take care of, so we don't feed that one. She has to. That's her responsibility tank in there. She says she's responsible, so we'll see. I have faith in her. Alright, so let's go check and see if we have Pleco babies, and let's feed our Plecos over here. It's a little bit of a mess over here right now. It's okay. Let me turn this light on. See, because he's in there, and they spend a lot of time in there when there's babies in there. But there ain't no babies in there. Is there? I don't know. Let me see. I know you guys can't see in there. Because I can't even see in there. I know there's nothing in the left. I can't see in the right. Because it'd just be a pile of eggs, and I swapped out the Plecos. So now in this tank, instead of the albino, there's a baby right there that's part of the last batch. A couple of them got out, and I didn't feel like chasing them around the tank. So I'm just letting them grow in there a little bit. But now in here is the, maybe that's why I turned that back there. Nope, doesn't matter. It just doesn't want to focus on this glass for some reason. Well, it's focusing on the glass. But now in here is the blue-eyed lemon and the chocolate female. And she is down here. See what kind of babies they make, and if they will mate, if she will lay eggs in here. That's getting pretty big right here. He's pretty big. He's every bit of 2 inches. Big guy. And then this is one of the albino convicts that I was telling you about. I put a couple of them in here, but I put them in here when they're really, really small. So I think that the Pleco like hung off the side of the cave and with his mouth open and just kind of. So yeah, pretty sure that's what happened with that. All right, let's put our Pleco wafers in here. This one gets 2. Wish he'd move while we're doing that, while I'm putting this food in here, so I can see if there's eggs in that right hand side, because I could not see in there. There's the albino convict. He always tries stealing their food, and I do need to put some more water in this tank. This tank's running pretty low on water, so that's 2 tanks I gotta put water in. We'll come back over here and see if he moves to where we can see. Oh, I might be able to sneak in there and see in that back corner. Try to sneak in here. It's empty, you guys. There's nothing. Okay, cool. There's nothing in there. Well, not cool, but you know what I mean. There's one snail in here. One snail. I gotta get that snail out of there. I don't want snail breeding in this tank at all. Alright, let's go feed the other Pleco tank, guys. Yeah, she's right here, but who had babies last? She did, so there ain't no eggs in there. He's just in there chilling. Yeah, there's no eggs in there. He's just up in there chilling. Big guy stuff. Alright, let's drop these Pleco wafers in here. Heater in this tank sucks. I think I'm going to take that new heater I just got. I need to wait like a little bit though, because I just put these guys in here, because if I up the temperature, the odds are that they will spawn and they will make some babies. There's some decent sized guys in here too that I've let just kind of stay from previous batches. I think there's like 2 or 3 of them in this tank as well, hiding around. Yeah, there's another guy back here, so I know there's 2 of them in there at least right now. It's really hard to see in this tank. And there's one of the babies from the last batch. There's normally 1 or so that slips and comes out of the cave early. That one's got some pretty color to it. And we see 1 baby, so that's good. See if I can find another one. There's 3 big guys. There's 1 poking his head up over the top right now. And I think I just... 1 baby. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Because I didn't see anything in the cave. There's nothing up under the filter. Nope, nothing in the cave, just him. He's pretty big. Maxed out 6 inches for sure. Oops, I forgot I had the lid open and I had one on there. It's alright. I'll clean them off later. It's one of the babies that got smashed. Alright, so that's all the tanks are fed. Everybody's happy. Everybody's eating. Everybody's finding food. Upset about my bicher. Somebody definitely ate him. He's not in the 135 anymore, guys. It's got me tore up pretty bad. Shrimp tank's not going to really be visible. I don't have no dang light. You can see a shrimp. Might be able to find some babies in here to show you guys, but there's a red one over here. He's like, bro, are you looking at me? There's another red one back there. Where are the babies? This plant is out of control in here, you guys. Like, geez, oh Pete. Holy crap, like, it's all that's in this tank anymore is just this plant. That's nuts. I had to pull some more out. That's how I ended up with it in the other tank. But there is planaria in this tank, so it's probably not a good idea to remove anything out of here unless I bleach it before I put it in another tank. Where are these guys at? Is there really pink snail? Cruising. Oh, there's a green shrimp on the log. It's always got to focus on the wrong thing. Thought that's what the whole tap feature was for, you guys, was to tap in on the area you want to focus on, not everything around it. Yeah, I don't see no babies right now. They're in there somewhere. Pieces of pallet wood for the big wall. And for you guys that weren't in here, this is the new tank, new aquarium that's listed in the title. It's a 90 gallon. Got it for 10 bucks, and it is 3/8 inch thick glass. It's pretty hefty tank. Killer deal on it. It's like brand new looking. It's just got a lot of silicone access in it. From the person I got it from, they went a little haywire and kind of ended up way away from their project with the silicone. So got some scraping to do. I'll probably go on live and chill and chat and do that. Also got these big heaters that came with it. It's pretty huge, 18-inch heaters. There's one of them. And for $10 more, I got another 10-gallon tank. So I have 12 10-gallon tanks, and 11 of them are up and running. So let's see, let's go through and close some of our lids, check on our fish, see who's eating still, and then I'll get off of here. These guys are all out saying hi. Eels are full and hiding. Let's see what these guys are up to over here. They're all hiding full. They hide anyways. I wonder if the Pleco found his wafer. Hopefully he did. Yeah, these guys are all hiding down under the rocks. I see you. There's an Monty. Let's see, let's go 1 through 8. Tank 1. The albinos. They're getting pretty big. There we go. Cool, it focused finally on them. Let's move on to tank 2. These are from the super red and the blue-eyed lemon pistol noses. There's quite a few of them in here. Alright, let's go to tank 3. These guys are eating their wafers down here. These are mixed in. I just grabbed some kind of the bigger ones out and threw them in some tanks, so they keep the tanks pretty clean. I was having some algae problems, and guess what? Now I'm not. These guys seem to be pretty full. I can sprinkle them just a smidge more food, I suppose, just to see if they bite. See if they eat it. So I'm trying to get these guys to grow so they can go down here and where they belong with the other red zebra cichlids. Alright, let's go to tank 4. Parrots. And the bristlenose that's hiding down underneath a piece of driftwood. Not much going in here, they're just chilling. There's always one hiding in the back. And then the Oscar and the yellow convict, which, wow, you guys can really see the yellow convict right now. He is just beautiful. Very, I'd say, rare fish. You don't really see the yellow convicts anywhere. And his color lately has just been phenomenal. I've been really staring at him. He's getting some coloring in his cheeks. He's got a little bit of blue on his top fin. And the Oscar's kind of like losing his cool pattern he had. He's got a big C on him. see if he'll eat a little bit more food. Try to get him to grow fast too, so he can go in the bigger waters with the other Oscars without getting eaten. Been patiently taking my time with him and growing him up. Alright, that's plenty for food in there. Let's see if she'll eat a couple more pieces of food. Her tail fin's healing up really well, you guys. She'll eat it off the bottom. But look at that tail fin for you guys that are returning. Anybody that's been on the channel for a little bit here, past couple weeks. We'll run one more patch of food by these guys. I'll put small food in for them, even though they're pretty big. I actually need to put a sprinkle in here for the convict. Oops. There's for the convict. He's gonna go and eat it. He couldn't really eat the other stuff. Alright, put a sprinkle in here for these guys. Oh yeah, they were still hungry. I want these guys to grow. These guys are supposed to get upwards of 12 inches. So you guys subscribe and follow, and you guys will get to watch these fish grow up, basically, on my channel. So you guys will get to see each fish in detail like this almost every day and watch each fish grow. Let's go to tank 8. We'll call this a living floor in this tank. Oh, they just stirred it all up. I made them stir up all the food. That's good though. They will eat every bit of that food. That's what they're sitting there doing. They are chowing. It's harder to get these little guys. Put another sprinkle in there for Mom. See if I can get a different angle on these for you guys that'll actually work. These guys are just really tiny still. Oh, I like that you can see straight through the tanks. I've never really tried looking through at this angle. So this is what they see. And they look through, no wonder why they think they can get the other fish. Especially when there's an African over there. I got a divider down there, so otherwise, shoot, you can see down quite a ways, I guess. So my tanks are clean. Alright, let's see here. Let's see what these babies are doing down here. Scattered! Oh no! Everybody run! These guys are just chilling, chowing, eating everything on the bottom like they're supposed to. I need to go through and do an albino sweep and throw the rest of the albinos. There's some right here. I need to throw the rest of the albinos in there with the albinos. There's probably about 50 of them in here. Some of them are the new ones. They're right here. You can't see them. There you go. There's some of the new ones. They look like Snow Whites when they're this small. They're so white. So white, like Snow White. Alright. See if I can beat it. I'm gonna plug you guys in and it's gonna die. That's normally what happens. Alright. How's everybody's morning going so far? Oscar's so big. Here's the tank, by the way. So that's in the description, the new aquarium. 90 gallon with a built-in filter. If any of you guys in here are new, subscribe. But this is what I sit here and look at, guys. I'm going to give you guys my view, basically, on what I look at. Alright. I look at my 20 gallon, that's my original tank. Follow through. And I see the 135 and all the fish in there. And then, let's see, actually my vision's a little better than that, like that. Of them, that's about what I see, what you guys see. And then I look this way and I can see the angelfish you guys can't see because of the glow. There you go, that's better. You can see them, he's in there. And I can see the little plecos down there. And then directly in front of me, this is what I get to look at. And I'm gonna build a custom tank in a future video. Once I get the glass pieces, that's gonna go the whole width of the shelf. So that's a future video that's gonna be coming. So if that's something you wanna see, follow, subscribe and follow. And if I don't do that, I am 2 tanks shy. Wait, am I 2 tanks shy? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm 4 10-gallons shy of being able to do 16 10-gallon tanks on this wall. So, and then I have a 50-gallon breeder down here right now and a 40. The 50 is technically the X's, so she wants that back. That's her dad's tank that she gave to her. I mean, he gave to her. So she gets that. That's her tank. And the 135, guys, is going possibly this week. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a whole project and something new coming. So that's going to be fun to watch. There's going to be a couple of tanks being set up. The 135 is going, and this 50-gallon is going soon as I find another 40 breeder. It's either sell the 40 breeder that's already established, which seems kind of stupid when it's only 10-gallon difference, and find 250 gallons, which is even harder to find and more money. So I think I'm just going to keep the 40-gallon breeder instead of get rid of it and try to find 2 more 50s, because that's what the bottom of that was built for, was 2 50s originally, because I was going to find another 50, but she took off, so it's her tank. She gets to take it with her. Then after I get the other 40 and I swap it out for this tank, I got a surprise coming for you guys. That's going to be really, really cool. It's another future video project. So subscribe and follow for that project. And that's going to be a really cool project. You're not going to want to miss out on that. Another future project that I will disclose is that tank's broken. I already got the trim off the top of it. This one right here. Oops. Oh, too much. This 40-gallon right here. I mean, 20-gallon breeder. This is being broke down and being made into lids for the 90-gallon that's over here. So I'll be cutting that tank apart in a video, all the silicone, separating all the panes, and I will be cutting the glass with a glass cutting tool and making that tank into lids. So that's going to be a really nice set of lids for the 90-gallon, and I'm actually really happy about that. I think the way I'm going to do the lids for the 90-gallon, because how they have the filter over here, I think I am actually going to make my lid, this lid from here to here, the middle point of the tank, and then other lid from here to the end of the tank. And then I think I'm going to make a separate lid for my filter media that's just one rectangle piece that has a lift tab in the middle. And then I'll just lift up, you know, to get to my filter and stuff. That way I don't have to take the whole glass piece off for the folding door. But I'm going to scrub this tank down soon here. I don't want to do it right now, but I think I'm going to stay live for about 15 more minutes. It'll put me at 3-hour live. And I will be doing a full setup of this 90-gallon and pretty much any tank I get from now on. I know that I wasn't thinking of doing YouTube and bringing my channel back to do the aquarium stuff, so I set up all these tanks without you guys, and I feel really bad because that would have been a lot of content and a lot of experience, you know, how-tos and my ways that I do things and blah blah blah. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of what's going on. I think I'm gonna, for now that Pictus catfishes that are on my kitchen counter, I think I'm gonna take them and I'm gonna put them where that food's sitting at on this shelf. And then I have to clean that 10-gallon out right there. I have some new Plecos coming. So there's a lot of new things coming. And once this 135 goes, you guys, I'll just tell you right now that there will be, around the time that that tank gets swapped out for what it's going to get swapped out for, there's going to be 54 more fish. So I will have 54 to 60 new fish also coming when the new tank comes. So that's going to be really freaking cool. And they're all different kinds. So I can't wait to go through the list of what they are when I get them, and I can't wait to show you guys putting all the new 54 fish in their rightful homes. This is the new aquarium, guys, 90 gallon with built-in filter for the ones just tuning in. And like I was explaining, the 135 is going, and I'm getting something else because that's her tank, so she can keep it. The 50 gallons going. A 40 gallon breeder is going to take its place to where there's 240s, and there's going to be a fun project that I'm going to do with you guys for the 240s. It's going to be awesome, well worth the watch. And tank lids are going to be made out of this tank right here for the 90 gallon. So there's a couple of projects coming real soon here. It's going to be a lot of videos, and I'm going to try to set them as scheduled videos for the upcoming projects, tank lids, tank setups, and I'll try to actual set it kind of like an event to where you guys know what time that the stuff will be happening. And I do have a 10 gallon tank outside that's busted. I think I'm going to do the same thing that I'm doing with this 20 long right here. Is I think I'm going to cut it up and cut the glass, and I think I'm going to make lids for the 10 gallons. If I'm not mistaken, I should be able to make 2.5 lids out of one 10 gallon tank for the 10 gallon tanks. So this is going to be cool. I have to clean that tank out and bring it in order to kind of rough it up and see what's going on. I wish my phone wasn't there. It's charging now. Okay, we're at 3%. So that's why I'm sitting here trying to show you guys and explain to you guys what the future plans are. So I got a 10 gallon outside that I'm definitely going to be able to make lids for the other 10 gallon tanks out of. I can probably get at least 1, 2, 3, 4 lids for 4 of the 8 tanks that are out here made up. And then I'll just try to find one more tank that's busted. Or I take that back. I can probably get 1, 2, 3 lids. Probably 3 lids. Hopefully I can get 4. Hopefully I can get 4 tanks worth of lids. Because the bottom of the tank's what's busted, so it's like one of the biggest pieces. Kind of sucks. But got the side glass that can be a fold in half lid. And then, yeah, this tank right here is going to be 90 gallon lids. So that's going to be fun, cutting glass. Then I'm trying to find this wall is 82 or 84 inches wide. I think it's 84. Let's see, 10, there's 80 and 80. How wide are those tanks? I forget. There's 8 of them up there, and it's 80 something inches wide. So yeah, it's 82 or 84 inches wide. I want to say 82 because there's not much of a gap between the top tanks. So say 82 inches. So I'm going to make a custom 82 inch long. So I need a tank that's like 84, 85 inches long to harvest the glass out of it. I'm going to make a low boy tank, and it's going to be for all Plecos, all baby Plecos. And it'll probably be around 90 to 100 gallons is what I'm estimating it's going to be, depending on how tall I make it. I might make it as tall as the 10 gallons or the 20 gallon tanks, because that would be pretty cool. But it's definitely going to be about 15 inches depth, and I'd say probably about 14 inches tall for sure, somewhere around there. 1 foot to 14 inches tall will be that middle tank once I find my donor tank. That's depending on, I'm hoping to find one with the side panel broken on it, because If it's 20 inches, I can at least do a 10-inch tall tank, because I can use one side piece and cut it in half and do 82 inches long by 14-ish deep, somewhere in there, by about 14 tall, I think would be the ideal tank for Pleco. That'd be a really cool low boy tank. And I can just put dividers in it to divide it off into as many sections as I need, depending on how many breeds of Plecos I have. Because right now, I have super reds that are supposed to make babies. I have albino bristle noses that are supposed to make babies. And then I will have the chocolate once I find another chocolate. And blue-eyed lemons once I find a female blue-eyed lemon. So what is that, 5 different kinds already right there? And then in the upcoming week or so, I've got 2 more kinds coming, guys. So I can divide that long tank up. We just have to see how many gallons each section would be. That'd be all. That'd be my concern, is how many gallons each section would be, because I already got them in 10 gallons and I really would like to have them in 50-gallon tanks, I think, or at least 20-gallon tanks. So it's going to be difficult. It's going to be real difficult. I think I can get 5 or 6 20-gallon tanks out of an 82 or 84-inch long tank. That's roughly 14 inches deep and 12 inches to 14 inches tall. So whatever the partitions would make up for that, that's what I would end up with for the middle shelf. Gotta find that long ass tank that's broke first, guys, without paying $200 for glass. But I mean, I might have to do it, because once I make that tank and it's custom, it's gonna be, you know, worth more than $200. So just try to be smart when I do things, and I try to not go negative in the hole and make sure that I can always recoup my money if necessary. And I mean, I also do weigh in things. If you guys tuning in, this is the new aquarium that is in the title. Wasn't clickbait. We fed all the fish. They're sitting there chilling. They're all happy. But this is the 90 gallon. It's got 3/8 inch thick glass on it. It's a heavy 90 gallon tank, especially compared to the other 90 gallon I got in the bedroom. This glass is double the thickness. Like, I don't understand why, but I could put some pretty heavy duty fish in here. Not have to worry about the tank breaking. Yep. We are just chilling and charging right now. I'm trying to think what else I could show you guys while waiting. We're at 6%, so we're doing good. Let me go grab the tripod really quick. Try to set you guys right here for a moment. Try to get up without knocking the phone over. Alright, here you guys go, tripod. Much better. Alright, now I can lower you guys down a little bit. Oh, actually, I can keep it right there. That's good. Extend the legs out a little bit, and then that's better. Alright. I can get you guys in all the way around the room. Perfect. Plug the phone back in. Make sure you guys are charging up. not lose you guys. Loosen up this so I got faster speed. This is the 90-gallon, guys, for the new in here. This is the new Aquarium, 90-gallon, 3/8 inch thick glass, and the guy was starting to build an internal filter in it, and it needs recaulked quite a few spots, but it seems to work. Currently in charging mode right now on the phone. Let's see here. Let's see what that Oscar's doing up there. He's up to something. And that yellow convict is so pretty, you guys. Love having a tank wall. That's like the best thing that I ever did. And honestly, you guys, it's not that expensive to build a tank wall. I mean, you know, you gotta tame the tanks. You can get 10-gallon tanks for $10 a piece. So I mean, even if you run 20 of them on your tank wall, I mean, you know, it's $200, and you got 200 gallons of water. I mean, why wouldn't you want 200 gallons of water? Maintenance isn't that bad on a 10-gallon. Once every other week, you vacuum the tank out, and every week I try to, you know, I let the water evaporate in them, so it lowers down, and I fill it back up, and it's, you know, 15% water change maybe. So upset that biter is gone. Like, come on, for real? One of you guys ate my biter. Bastards. Now I have 2 smaller biters, not 3. Somebody ate them. Don't know who did it or why, but you did. Terror is on the move, you guys. It's the Jack Dempsey back there. Tire Track's got his head out. That's what you guys see right there. The little stick looking thing next to the green thing behind the biter. It's a Tire Track eel. Wish he'd come out. Try blue light mode and see if he comes out. There we go. So let me turn these other tanks off. Alright, let's see if we can get that Tire Track eel to come out. That's what our goal is here. Can't really see him. And I think the brightness is all the way up. Let me check the brightness on the light, guys. all the way up. Trying my hardest to get that tire track eel to come out. It's gonna come out because the as soon as I turn that light on blue, guys, the Raphael's out. He's right there, the Raphael catfish. It's just really hard for me to get video. I need to get another light bar for this, so when I do blue, it's really, really bright. Let's see here. So far, just the one catfish came out. Hopefully the tire track eel comes out and makes some laps. I see something moving over there. I think it's just a catfish tail though. Don't know if you guys can see over there or not. If I zoom in compared to my eyes. Tire track eel will be coming out from that spot if it comes out. Really, really hope so. I don't think the tire track eel is going to come out. We can give him a few minutes. That's why we're in dark out mode. Is catfish come out and hopefully the tire track eel comes out. I will upgrade my lights in this tank. Trying to think if I have something else to put up there right now at the moment so that we can try to aid this situation here. Give me a second. Let me go grab one more light strip to throw up top of here so we can keep it dark in the tank, but we can still see. Tire track's halfway out. Some more light here. Let's lay it out. Light this tank up a little bit more. Should do the trick. Definitely do the trick. Turn this around so I can see. Plug it in. Swap this plug wherever it goes through the pipe. Turn that to blue, because now when I light it up white, it's going to be really white. I don't want white, I want blue. So let's see here. All right, that's better, guys. There we go. More, I added more blue light so we can see better. Turn this white light on. Yeah, that's a lot better. You guys can actually see there now. Alright, cool. Okay, we're waiting for the tire track eel to come out. That's why we are in full stealth blue mode here. so you guys know what's going on. I just went and got another light strip to add. Get him to come out. Even though that blue's pretty bright, it's dark to them. When I was coming back before I set the light on there, he was halfway out, so hopefully there's a chance he'll come out and we can actually see him. The catfish will come out, and then the big bicher might actually swim around too. He's just chilling down there in the bottom left corner of the tank still. Big bicher's moving now that the tank's dark. That's why we got the blue lights on, guys. We are trying to lure some fish out that we normally don't get to see. So hopefully it works, darkening the tank up with the blue light to get to see some of the fish in this tank that we don't get to see come out often or swim around often. Hopefully the big bicher will swim around. These two are just loving on each other right here. I'm gonna lay eggs again. Hopefully I can get them in their own tank before they lay eggs. I want to do this in an Oscar tank and have at least 5 Oscars in it. Probably do it in a 90 gallon. Get it with 5 Oscars and a 90. Alright, see the bicher is moving around. Now the tank's dark. Let's see what he's up to. Hopefully we get to see the tire track eel come out. That's part of the whole point of this. Thanks for the hearts. It's much appreciated. The bicher's moving around. Cool. Zoom out. I get to have some video footage of him. Since you guys never get to see him swim around, really. Now everybody's in the way. Of course, that's how it always goes. That's why the tank's dark, so we can get some of the fish to come out and swim around that normally don't during the daylight. And the big 14-inch bicher is one of them. Really hoping the tire track eel comes out. We are in dark out mode to try to see the big bicher swim around and try to get the tire track eel out. That's why it's a little dark, but we got zoom and everything else. It's almost like the bicher's waiting for him to come out too. I did double up the brightness of the tank for you guys. About as bright as I think I can get it. I don't think I can get it any brighter than that with the blue. Unless I clean my tank lids, so that's my own damn fault. And I guess the bicher's done. That was long-lived. Tire track eel, I don't think he's even out. Let me go over there and look. See if his head's even poking out anymore. Nope, he's not. That's ridiculous. Basically why I went through all of that to try to add the extra light strip on there. Get a little brighter. So I guess we'll just go back to full color, full white. There we go. So it's a lot brighter now, like ridiculously bright. Might actually be a little too bright. Fish are being more reflective than they are seen. think these guys are going to try to lay some more eggs. That's where my eggs came from, is these two. I don't know if they start digging. They dig to the bottom somewhere, they're going to definitely lay more eggs. I hope they really wait until I can put them in another tank. They might end up with this 90-gallon. Good morning, good morning. Hopefully you guys in here that are watching have a wonderful day today. Here is the tank that is the new aquarium. It's a 90-gallon, 3/8 inch thick glass that's in the title. And it has a overflow on it that the guy started building, an overflow filter built into the tank, so I won't have to run an external filter on it at all. So it's going to be interesting. I don't have any tanks that have those yet, but this is the tank that you guys all seen in the title that I was saying I new aquarium. So we'll be setting that up in a future video for sure. No ifs, ands, or buts about that. I'm just chilling. Good morning, good morning. Diving for food over here. Good morning. How are you guys doing? Good morning, good morning. Just chilling, relaxing, watching some fish. They're all happy, fed. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful day today. Hopefully your morning's going on track. Hopefully the big bicher comes out again. He was out a few minutes ago, swimming around. Just checking, he was checking things out, seeing what was going down. Bicher should be doing something. He's not doing nothing. Good morning, guys. Good morning, good morning. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful morning so far. We're just checking out the fishies, watching them do fish stuff. Explaining some future projects. Got a 90 gallon, that's the new aquarium. I'm going to show it, everybody leaves, so I'm just going to keep it on the fish and I'll just talk about things. Let's follow this guy for a minute, see what he's up to. Little Jewel. Little Jewel's just kind of hiding out of the way from everybody. If there's a fish you guys want me to follow around for a little bit, drop a comment down below and tell me which fish it is, and I will gladly follow a fish for you guys. Keep track of them and see what they're up to. Surprised he messed with the little jewel fish. He came from the tank that He grew up in with that goldfish, so that's kind of weird. Good morning, good morning. Bro, you cannot fit your big self in there anywhere. I don't even know why you're over there. Why your big ass is over there chasing a catfish out from under there. You cannot fit in there, bro. I guess I need to make one big enough for him to go up under. I can work on that. I can possibly raise that one up and make it to where you can go under that one. And he can claim that spot. He got his big ass mostly up in there. I've not really seen him go over that spot at all. He's checking it out. Smaller biters are in the pot. I don't know if both of them are in there. I know one of them is. That did not last long. Oh, just one biter's in there because the other one's up here. I don't even know how the other one's up in the pot. I'll check that out. That's quite interesting how he's in there, however it is. Just got something wedged in there. What's that? See the reflection of the tire track wheel over there. He's got his head about an inch out right now. Probably Pleco. tire track's gonna attack the bike. Pretty sure if he got attacked, he would knock that whole log around. No, tire track will hit when he come around, for sure. I don't think that tire track's dumb enough to attack the biter that's got 4 inches length on him and 4 times his diameter. Oh, cool. Lucky you're in here and you get to see the big biter eat. It's kind of a rare sight there. If the green terror would get out of the way. It's a real rare sight to get to see the big biter do anything, honestly. He just mostly hides all dang day. Tire track deal over there is going to mess all y'all up in that corner. I don't know why you guys want to play with fire. Thing like attacking my giant here. Can I get you guys a little bit lower? Cool. I've not seen him perch up on that at all yet. That's pretty cool. Wow, he's in the tree. He hasn't moved. Swam through the tree. Cool. It'd be cool if you can take that spot over. I feel bad I don't really have anything long enough for him. Rough-out catfish kind of took over that log that you guys are looking at right now. It's kind of messed up. It took it over pretty heavy. That's why the big biter, I think, is back here trying to figure out a place to go. The rough-out catfish kind of took it over. And there's a rough-out hiding down here too. I took that spot over. Let me move again. following the big bicher, you guys, the 14-inch bicher. There's a lot going on in that corner there. Hopefully you guys are having a good morning. First time I've ever seen them go through the rock. Quite interesting. See, and people say that the big plecos, the giant plecos, are not useful. This guy has been clean the whole time that I've been on. He's doing a really good job. I wish I put like a camera tracker tag on on a fish. Use a chip clip, right? Just chip clip a tracker on them. So the camera will follow. He's telling that catfish. I mean, he's telling that, well, it is a catfish. He's telling Pleco to get out the way, bro. It's like my spot.
watching the big biter. Everybody's so intimidated by him in this thing. It's funny. Good to see he's getting some exercise in. Don't really get to see the giant biter active too much. I wonder why he went to the top for air. There's plenty of oxygen in that water. Maybe I should get another bubbler stone for in there. 3 for a tank that size, or just a whole bubble stick along the whole back of the tank, one or the other. I still can't believe one of my biters is gone. That's messed up. I really would like to know who ate him. Thought the Dempsey was about to mess with the Terror for a minute. biter just zoomed up there for no reason. What are you guys doing? Why are you guys all over here? What's going on? Tara's about to get messed up by that freaking tire track deal. Didn't see if the biter was biting the giant biter was biting the catfish down under there, or I don't know what just happened. Oh yeah, he's biting. Sick of him being in this spot. That biter's been down under that log for a minute. Where did that air bubble just come from? Alright guys, hopefully everybody has a wonderful day. Thanks for watching.